Alright. Here goes something. I'm gonna be trying to catch Zygarde now. Bought a bunch of Furfew the other day. Let's move them all over here. There we go. It's gonna be a tough one. Alright, well, let's try it out. Let's see, maybe it won't be as bad as I'm thinking it's gonna be. Shoot. We got 3 phases. That was only his 10% form. Now we're at 50%. This is where it gets hard. This is where it gets super duper hard. Check them out. And this is 100%. 100%. It is Optimus Prime. Oh, shoot. Let's switch up. Now I can switch up. Oh yeah, how do you dodge this thing? Okay, I guess it's just a very large AoE attack. Come on, hey, so. Alright, we got him. We got him, boys. Which Pokeball should I use? Oh my goodness. How about Sport Ball? How about a Luxury Ball? Let's go. Do the Luxury Ball. Hardest decision is deciding what Pokeball do you want to risk. Although this is scripted, so I don't think there is a risk. That was pretty cool. This legendary Pokemon has joined forces with the mightiest trainer in Lumios. The thought of you two combining your power gives me hope for the future of this city. You should have this. It will allow Zygarde to change his form. Zygarde Cube. An item in which Zygarde cores and cells are gathered. You can use it to change Zygarde's form. Zygarde has 3 different forms, 10%, 50%, and complete form. You can use the Zygarde Cube to freely switch Zygarde between its 10% form and 50% form. If HP drops to half or less during battle, Zygarde will change into its complete form. In this form, all Zygarde cores and cells have gathered, increasing Zygarde's stats significantly. Zygarde can Mega Evolve only when it's in its complete form. When Zygarde becomes Mega Zygarde, its core enforcer move transforms into Nihilite. When Zygarde used up its strength protecting Pokemon from the light of the ultimate weapon, its parts scattered to far-off places, absorbing the power of those lands and seeking humans who would give it aid. Now that I think of it, the moves that Zygarde used when it Mega Evolved, they reminded me of Z moves, like those used in the Alola region. Oh, look at that. But perhaps I'm reading too much into it. Now it falls to me to ponder what should I do with the 3,000 years I must live. Is there something you want to do? There is. To this day I yearn to create a more beautiful world, and I will yearn for it forever. I once thought that we could achieve that world by fulfilling the material needs of everyone. Now I know it is not so simple. An old proverb says it is good to feed the hungry, but better to teach them how to feed themselves. I had focused solely on what I believed the world needed, yet I lost sight of how to make it so that people can truly flourish. Thanks to what you and your Pokemon have done together, I have learned my lesson well. It is an outlandish dream, far beyond my reach, but with 3,000 years' time, perhaps I can make it real. Much like AZ wandered far and wide across the world in search of Floette, I shall travel across vast reaches in search of ways to create the world I yearn for. When people manage to meet, it is a gift. Even living in the same time and place is no guarantee. The fact that we and so many others met and banded together to make Lumios a better place is something we should treasure. Barring some great change, I doubt we will meet again, but I will carry these lessons with me. Au revoir, my young friend. We'll see him again. We'll see him in Pokemon Legends. Probably like Pokemon Legends Unova or something. Since he's gonna be 3,000 years old, I could see him like being in like a very like a futuristic Pokemon game. Like maybe one that takes place in the far future. Since this is pretty much more or less modern times, present day. Maybe we'll have a Pokemon that takes place in like a Jetsons futuristic city, like flying cars and all that. Since we're getting black and white remakes, I think those are the next... Yeah, those are in line to be the next remakes. It will make sense because they have a lot to do with past and future themes of truth and ideals. All things that kind of ring throughout the series, they ring similar. Like you have the advancement of technology, the advancement of science, but then you also have these like ancient Pokemon, ancient ruins, ancient traditions, and they always sort of clash. Whether it's like Mew, the original Pokemon, and Mewtwo, something that was created by science, or Reshiram and Zekrom, two dragons that were once the same dragon, split apart. So let's check out Zygarde now. He is level 84. Whoa. That is a very high level to be. It's got great attack, special attack, HP. Core Enforcer. Good turn. It's too bad Powerful isn't in this game. Is he? Alright, time to go. So that was only the legendary Pokemon of X and Y, but I know there's a lot more coming in the Mega Dimensions DLC. And then, of course, there's way more Pokemon, as evidenced by just ones I've received in trade. Brisel. Is she gonna have weaker Pokemon? That wouldn't make sense. What did I think that was? Should be her last one. Pyro. You now claim victory in 2 reward matches. Here's your reward. Okay, we gotta get another challenger's ticket. That's a given. Well, that's all I got to show for now. We caught Zygarde. And in the next one, I guess we're ready to take on the Mega Dimensions, so I'm gonna try to do those 15 battles, get Floette, and that'll be that. See you in the next one.